Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. It has been rumored that, Ooni of Ife is speechless as Ile Ife women storm palace allegedly demanding Oletik to leave Ife over disrespect to the Ooni of Ife. I will always say this. There is an African adage that says that in times of crisis, the wise man builds bridges, but the foolish man builds dam. If you notice what I have been saying from the very beginning, I have been saying if this information, if these stories that we have been getting is the truth, the only cause of this is the fact that Oletik does not have good counsel. Because in times of crisis, the wise man builds bridges while the foolish man builds dam. I ask for those people who are not married to, kings. When you get married, wherever your husband says stay, you stay there. If your husband is living inside the plantation, you go there and live with him. If your husband is living in the market, you go there and live with him because you saw it before you said, yes, I do to that man. And talking about the issue of welcoming her back into the palace earlier than now, for me, it should never have even come up because when we get married and we give birth to children, who welcomes anybody? You carry your child from the hospital, you come home. The child is the biggest welcome you can get. That's the biggest reward you ever get. And this time she got it double to the glory of God. I feel like we should learn how to appreciate the things that God is doing for us, understanding that other people are seeking those things and they do not have it. And now you have a very big house in Ikoyi, something that you never could have, maybe just maybe you may never have been able to afford that on your own, but you do have it. And you in Ile-Ife, they have given you a duplex again. Even if is not right, like is not there inside Kabiesi's nose, but from what we heard, they said the Olori quarters is just by the palace there. Yes. Before we heard that it was a little, you have to drive and go far. They said the Olori's quarters is just there by the quarters, by the palace. The only thing is that there's distinction between them, Queen Naomi, especially right now that the royal manor has been given to her. Okay, and so what is the need to want to fight over where you stay when a great king, who is your husband, you have the name after what you wanted was pedigree, and God gave you pedigree at the platter of gold, and you have pedigree, you've got the name, you've got the money, and you're also well taken care of. Look at that welcome party. Yes, a lot of people said it's not like that of Naomi. It may not necessarily have been like that of Naomi because we are all aware that Naomi is very special. Ooni holds Naomi in a very high esteem. So anything he's doing for Naomi is completely different from what he does for others. Okay? How many houses have we heard that he bought for Naomi? How many people has he bought houses for in that distance? No, nobody. So for me, I think that we should learn how to appreciate more and learn how to build bridges in times of crisis so that we are not seen as foolish people. And I think that when you find yourself in this kind of predicament, you want to look for people who can give you good counsel. The reason why Queen Naomi made it this far, in spite of all the fight, the back and forth, the ekweremekwe all over the place, was because she had people who were canceling her ride. Reverend Esther Ajay, Reverend Funke, they have always been there to cancel her. Remember, even when she got into the royal mansion, the royal manor, they started, a lot of talks came up again. What is she doing there? When they brought Toby home, a lot of talks, people started talking again. Naomi, I saw comments where somebody said, shame on you, Naomi, shame on you for going back there. Shame on her for what? It's her decision at the end of the day. If she says she wants to go back, you can't hold her back. When I was telling you people they'll bring Toby back to that palace, you people, some of you started attacking me. Now, what are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. It's not possible. Shut up your mouth. A lot of you were saying that. I told you that if they want to bring her back, there's nothing you can do about it. Have they not brought her back? Have they not brought her back? So, I want to believe that she doesn't have good counsel. But going back to what this is about, it's been rumored that some women, Ile-Ife women, stormed the palace asking that she leaves. That she had disrespect for Kabiesi is so much, and that they are not going to sit back and watch her disrespect Kabiesi like that. That it is getting too much. You cannot stand up and say, Kabiesi says leave, and you say you're not leaving. You want the royal manor, the royal this, the royal that, and all of that. We've seen that the other time they said the uncle called Olori Naomi's mother, warning the woman that should Kabiyesi sell the Ikoyi mansion that Naomi would buy and all of that. And so it's like this open confrontation is something that they cannot condone, that she needs to leave. But what we are also hearing, on the other hand, they said that it is Ikpi who is mobilizing those women to come and do that. No. Jesus. We are also hearing that it is Mommy Ikpi that is mobilizing those women to come and do that nonsense. So what Ikpi stands to gain is what I don't understand, because you serve your own. It's not as if your own place you sit well. So if you're now coming to try and make them pursue this one, is something that I don't understand why you're doing this and what you stand to gain by doing something like this. And they said that Kabiyesi was just speechless that these women were doing. We no go gree, we no go gree in Yoruba language that she needs to vacate the palace. If she does not have respect for people, she cannot bring it to their king. And Kabiyesi is their great king and all of that. And you see, when it comes to people like Kabiyesi, these things are, of course, going to happen over and over again, because he is a young king and people love him a lot. He cares about his people. He sacrifices for his people. He's trying to make life better for them and all of that. So when you carry yourself and you say you want to come and disrespect him, there is a tendency that people will not let you. There is a tendency that they will fight you. There is a tendency that you will be the one who will cry at the end of the day. And that's the same reason why I've been saying that. This woman does not have good counsel. Should she have good counsel? Lot of these things, our tongue is supposed to be for edification, to bring joy, to bring life, or breathe life, and all of that is not to be used to cause problems for herself. Because I think everything that she is doing now, she's just shooting. I don't know where she thinks this is going to lead her. I don't know when a person would think that they can enter a jungle and become king there when there is Master Lion in that jungle. So I don't know. Wherever this takes her, well, that is good for her. But we are hearing that these women came in their numbers chanting that she needs to leave palace. If this information is true, this is what is going on. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.